Here's a little bit of one of my favorite musicians, Mr. Jack Johnson. And I just have to say, we did a video recently about how to stay happy, overcome depression and self doubt and everything. And I don't. We talked about making a gratitude list after that, and I forgot to mention music because music is such a fundamental part of my life. It always has been. And I can almost trace every single downturn in my mood to the kind of music I was listening to. This isn't me preaching to you like we did in the 1980s about music causing people to do all kinds of horrible things. Even though it's really hard for me to listen to Linkin Park, and I made a decided decision. A lot of people really like Rammstein and like really rough music, and I'm not judging you for that. I do too. And I like some good dark, Sainton music on occasion. But I got to tell you, when I was in the pit of despair and depression after my divorce, I listened to What I've Done from Linkin Park, and I had to pretty much make a rule to stop listening to Linkin Park. In fact, to this day, one of my favorite. There's a live rendition of What I've Done that Linkin Park does, and he just screams. It's just so powerful. And he made that recording like a month or two before he killed himself. Why am I bringing up this negative topic? Because music is powerful. Make sure you have good music in your life. I had to make a rule for myself. I had to say, listen, thou shalt rob. You should not listen to. I mean, I appreciate Linkin Park. I always will. Music like it, but it was putting me into a place that I already was in that place, and so I was just kind of like celebrating the darkness. The whole sad songs feel so good kind of idea, right? When you have your heart broken or something, and there is something to be said about languishing in the emotion and just owning the emotion and kind of letting it go. And music can kind of bring that out. It can facilitate it. But when you're talking about depression, that might not be the time to say, okay, I really want to lean into this with this music. And I'm going to tell you something. It's kind of funny. People, Mr. Mellow, Jack Johnson, some people hate him. They think he's, not a person who you want to ever listen to. But I got to tell you, when I made a decision to only listen to music that made me happy, that was music that made me feel mellow, that made me feel like trying harder. And so I forced myself. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just telling you what worked for me. I stopped listening to Linkin Park and all of that, that entire playlist on Spotify. And I started listening to Indigo Girls and Jack Johnson and Donovan. There's a bunch of music in that vein. Israel, what's his name? A bunch of happy music, mellow music, happy music, music that invoked a sense of connection with the world. A bunch of reggae. I was listening to that too. Some slightly stupid. Anyway, I'm not telling you what to listen to. My point is, music is a big part of motivation and happiness, and it has been for everyone. Some of us are more prone to it than others. I am one of those people. In fact, I learned to play guitar some time ago, and even though I don't play guitar for others usually, I play it for myself. Being able to like strum out a song and sing it, and have the vibration of the guitar just like right there present with my being was very, very therapeutic. And anybody who's gotten into music will tell you this. I mean, I think there are some people who respond more to music than others. I'm definitely one of those people. And I mean, I spent hours and hours in my room listening to Styx and Depeche Mode or whatever, which, by the way, not the best stuff to listen to if you don't want to be depressed. So, so anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Be conscious of what music you put in your musical palette, and while you're trying to get motivated to go work on a thing, maybe put some of that, find that music that does that. I have, this is not a plug, but I do have several playlists of music that I have found palatable for, for coding, other stuff that gets me really, really, really amped up when I want to feel like I'm a superior, hacker. You can make your own playlist, but I have stuff to share if you want to come on in. We can look at that. I do actually for co-working. I'll put on this music a lot of times just because it's fun to share with everybody what stuff we're doing. Food types are another thing that confuse stuff. Yes, we did talk about food earlier. So music is a thing. Pay attention to what you pick out there. That's all. Bye.